I can't remember what the hell my stuff is.
Cutting the timer short, huh?
Yeah. Already a few minutes late.
Oops.
Now, I don't know if we got sound. Your mom was waiting, but I don't see her in the chat. So I don't know if we got audio or not. Hold on.
All right, so if there's anybody watching, tell us if you can hear us. If there's anybody watching, tell us if you can hear us.
Okay, we got sound. Well, how long have we been off?
A few weeks.
Really screws with your flow.
Yeah, it does.
What the hell are we doing tonight? You got something going in the glow forge.
Mm-hmm.
There's something going in the Prusa. I'm messing with something over here in the Ender.
I'm messing with something over here at the craft table. So we actually have quite a bit going on.
Got to go to the Ender. They're all discombobulated. Took us forever to fix the network.
It's still not 100% fixed, but
Don't shush. Quiet.
I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Probably rephrase that too. It's fixed. We're just working out some things.
Yeah, apparently. Ah. Okay. Keep track of what the hell I'm doing from one machine, one spot to the next. I'm going freaking crazy.
Don't let him fool you. He's already there.
Ooh, crazier. All right. So what is it that we're doing tonight? I know it's an artsy fartsy. You're throwing some paint on something.
It's just a rough draft of one of my trinket boxes. So I'm just kind of testing out the paints on it and all that kind of goody stuff. And to get a really good idea of what the finished product will look like.
Mm-hmm.
I have a project in the glow forge.
What you got in the glow forge?
I have another design for one of my clocks. And this one has, it's a moon phase clock. Which I believe, yeah, I can see.
Be a bit slow. I'll double check that pie.
And then I also have a higher quality version of this trinket box that you started for me on the Ender.
And they should be starting here relatively soon. So I could still in the white.
And you've got something in your Prusa.
And of course, what's going on?
Like I said, geeks.
And unfortunately, well, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, we had a major disruption in our life, and we're still recovering from it.
Yep.
Still having all kinds of network issues, computer issues, bank issues. Just, just really,
It's been a rough 3 weeks.
really messing with everything. I probably got to redo that camera, that Pi, because it is just not performing.
Okay.
What else is new, right?
Meh. So you gonna tell them what you've got going in the Prusa?
In the Prusa, I got going in the Prusa.
I have no idea.
Oh, in the Prusa, I got mainly a test print, but something else I need to print, a Raspberry Pi 3 case. Print that out so I can eventually mount that. Do what I'm doing.
Yeah, unfortunately, lately our 3D printers have been occupied with building cases for cameras for us to put up in our home.
Yeah. We got our home full of cameras now all over the blasted place.
Yep, there are cameras everywhere.
Hi, Mom.
Mom! Hi!
How are we doing? We're going batshit crazy. That's how we're doing.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys real quick what I'm working on, which is one of our trinket boxes. And there's no camera on me, baby.
Why is there no camera on?
Because you got...
Oh, on the Glowforge.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wait. Dad. Sorry, I look like crap. Okay,
Oh,
so,
like crap.
trinket box. And like I said, this one was the rough draft. Okay, I'm still painting the bottom, as you can see, in the bottom of this one. But the reason this one is really considered a rough draft is because it was the first time we were printing it, and we printed it upside down because we were hoping that we wouldn't need a bunch of support.
Which on the little tiny trinket boxes, the round ones, printing upside down comes out really great.
Right. Unfortunately, on these, it did not, and I had to cut away a lot of stringing on the inside. So, hence the reason it is a rough draft, and I will use it for nothing else other than testing all my paints and all that kind of goody stuff. But this is what it's going to roughly look like. Sit down. And yeah, there we go. There's the camera.
Okay, if you're done with that camera, I'm going to go to...
Yep. Oh, sorry for the tunnel vision.
Let me try that one more time.
And thank you, Mama, for that.
Alright, we're going to go back to tunnel vision for a quick second.
Whoa.
Sorry about that. But anyhow, this is the new print. We're printing this one the other way around. Printing it upside down. This interior is just so big, it's strings, and it's kind of hard to dig out supports in there. So we flipped it around, got supports on the bottom. Hopefully this here prints properly. I don't know why it did this. I shrunk the lip around here a little bit, so it should fit a little bit looser, even when you take the supports off. So
Yeah, because this one's a little tight and you kind of got to pry it off.
even at 0.16 millimeter resolution, it's still going to take 11 and a half hours.
Okay, Mama.
But, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
And we're having all kinds of stringy, nasty crap going on. Look at all that.
Yeah.
It's not leveled properly.
I leveled it.
It's not staying level.
All right, then stop the print, and we just won't use it until I get the auto level, which will be a couple of months.
The thing is, even that, I don't know will fix the issue. I think it's when we put all the chains on there, we took the springs out. The springs are all screwed up now. So I could probably put new springs in there.
Well, we have new springs.
I know, it's just a process.
Because if that's all that's wrong and we got to just replace the springs, we've got extras.
Yeah, I know.
Well, go ahead and stop the... Well, maybe you don't have to stop the print.
It's just we'll let it go for a little bit longer.
Yeah, because that's just the support, so you never know.
You know, you can kind of see it down in here.
Sometimes they surprise us.
Fire up a larger camera so you guys can see what I'm complaining about. Get back to my display capture. Alright, you can see, whoops.
Yeah, use your mouse and point at it so they can see
Yeah,
your
you
mouse.
can see right over here where the support structure kind of. So I don't know what the deal is with the ender right now. It used to be going, you level it and it stayed level for 20, 30 prints. Now it's like every print it screws up.
Yeah, and I did a level on it before we even started this print.
Yeah, I think the springs might be, I don't know.
It could be because we had them perfect and then we had to take it all apart.
To rerun the wire so we could get the
chain on.
Chain proper because that the wires crossed.
Oh yeah, they're seeing the chain for the first time too.
Oh yeah, the blue chains, yeah.
And yeah, I know that there's kind of neon yellow zip ties holding the back one on.
It came with the, you print these little clips you can see on the top chain where it had those little blue clips on there, but printing them for the big one, every single one I tried to put on there broke. Even at 100% infill, even beefed up a little bit, every time I tried to put on there, it breaks. Ties on.
Hey,
it drove me freaking crazy for hours.
Zip ties work just as well.
Yeah, and they're easier to pull off if you need to change something anyhow.
Yep. Yeah, because if we try and pull those blue ones off, we're going to break them all.
Yeah. The Prusa seems to be going good. I think.
It better be. We just replaced the what was it? The hot end?
Yeah, the heater block, the nozzle, the heat brake.
Yeah, that was not a fun process.
Thermistor and the heater module.
And I don't mean for the Prusa itself. The Prusa, changing them out on the Prusa was actually relatively easy. Yeah. The process of finding the right compatible ones.
Yeah, I went and ordered one. Everything looked right, but apparently their description was wrong.
Yeah.
So I had to wait another couple of days and get another set. Fortunately, I was able to find a 5-pack or 5-pack for relatively inexpensive, and so far so good.
Mm-hmm.
Not good.
Right. You better.
But
oh, I'm throwing this out. You don't have that anymore. Just an FYI.
Well, that's kind of what we got going. What do you got going over there?
Well, that's drying. I showed them that already.
Why is this camera not working? Put your hand over there. There we go. Yeah, we're still running issues. Probably got to go through and rebuild every single machine in the house. Already redid the file server, my machine, the flight sim. I gotta sit there and redo all of them. I don't know what was messed with.
Well, my laptop is fine. I triple checked that.
Yeah, so I triple checked this one too. Um,
He's also going to be trying his hand at a little bit of woodworking one of these days too, in making me some shelf brackets.
oh yeah, we got the wood sitting in the other room.
Actually, it's in here.
Is it in here now?
Well, not the long pole, the new one, but the one we bought, the draft, the white one from Home Depot.
Yeah, but the wood that we're making,
Yeah, that's still in the
sitting
living
in the living room.
Yeah.
In front of the TV. All right, you can see how I just kind of redid everything right quick.
Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. What's with the hole in the bottom?
You know, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I don't know if that's. Well, it doesn't show an error here. I think it's just a reverse normal. But it's not showing up as an error in the Prusa.
Okay.
So this is the oval design. Not a bad little design.
I think it's adorable. And once we get it to where the small one... Whoa. What just happened? Once we get it to where we can get the small one printed
Successfully?
Thank you. Me and S's don't get along. Once we get that printed and it's good, we will try our hand with the bigger one.
Great big one?
Yeah, because I do want to make a jewelry box version of this one, which... And yes, I'm pulling it out.
It really came out.
Yeah, this one came out very, very bad. So, please don't judge us on this one. You know, the outside actually came out really nice. You know, with a couple little glitches here and there, but the outside came out really nice. Okay. Where it messed up, same with the little one, it did the same thing. This one just did it a lot worse, and you can see it a lot more because of how big it is. So, how well can you all see inside there? But you see how bad that stringing is? And even when I tried to pull all the stringing out, unfortunately, it went all the way down to the actual support structure. So you can see the supports in here.
Down into the infill.
Yeah. So this one was unfortunately a wash. Not.
Can't really mess with that one to play with because it's just so terrible.
Yeah. I mean, see what I mean? You just, yeah. So that one stays in the trash.
That one's best forgotten.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Hey, babe. Never mind.
What?
It unfroze.
What, you?
Me.
Oh.
Roll it just around.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, do you want me to go grab all the bracelets?
Yeah, you can do that. All the TP bracelets.
Yeah. at least the successful ones we were able to. Because that's kind of where we left off with them.
I just made a few minor changes, and I'm going to slice with a higher or the lower resolution. Let's see how long this one will take to print.
Okay, I got 2 of the 3. Basically the ones you did for Essence. Hey, sweet boy. What are you doing, my brother?
Ignore the dog.
Sorry. Anybody out there is going to understand puppies. Puppies. Okay. So the first successful one we did.
Well, actually, if you go to the Nikon,
It's too dark. You can't see it.
I don't know what.
Hold on. I have an idea.
Echo. All right, hold on. I kind of have an idea what's going on. Angel, come on.
Book. Go.
Unfortunately, the lighting on that, if you have direct lighting, it gets really dim. Give me 1 second. Half my blasted lights are missing.
Man, don't mind all the black paint on my hands. Hello.
A little better.
Yeah. Okay, this is actually purple, not blue. But as you can see, it's got the moon phases on it, and it's awesome. I love it. You know, I have a really hard time wearing things on my wrists because I have my wrist bones right on the sides that stick out so much, and they're very sensitive for me because I've broken both of my wrists. My right one twice, and so my wrists tend to be a little overly sensitive, and I'm having a hard time doing this one-handed.
Come on, Angel, move.
Angel, go. Okay, come on. Once you get it on there, I can use my nails to push it down.
I said I can't feel my hands.
I know. It's okay. Or maybe I just shouldn't have taken this off in the first place.
I don't know why it took them all long.
There it goes. Normally it's a lot easier to do than that, but... Okay. So... That's the first one. And this is the second one. I do want to try and redo this one because you can't... It's not very high quality. So there was some stringing and...
Yeah, we printed a higher quality, higher resolution. Now that we've kind of got an idea what the TPU is doing.
Right. Because this one is my favorite. You know, I love this one. I just want to get this little piece out of here. He's messing with the lights over here. Anyway, okay. So here's this one. And you might be able to see, can you kind of see what it says from that?
And a little difficult.
Okay. Well, if you're wondering what it says,
choose a different
font.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. But as you can see, each side has a little crescent moon on it, and it says "Stay Wild, Moonchild." I loved it. I thought it was absolutely adorable. And I am diabetic, type 2. I do have type 2 diabetes. So he did make me one, a medical one that says, type 2 diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
But these two usually sit together on one wrist. And as you can see, they're very comfortable for me. They move around nice and loosely. And they don't hurt anywhere, which is a big deal for me. And then it's usually on my other wrist that I have the diabetic one. And we do have another design as well that we used. But that particular one, doesn't have a clasp or latch or little connecting system. It's just one solid piece.
Yeah, Live Strong styles.
Right.
That came out way back.
I'd show you that one, but we don't have it anymore because it was actually made as a gift for my mama because she's type 2
Mommy's
diabetic
got
as well. So we made her a bracelet too.
I think I might have a picture. Let me double check.
I like the coloring, the lighting better like this, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works a lot better.
Okay. There it is on this drive. Yeah, bear with me while I hunt down the picture of the other one. No, I took a picture.
Yeah, because you posted it up on DC's page. Nope, that's my moon.
On DC's page, but
So pull up DC's page
I don't want to.
and share your screen.
It's the point of the matter. Thing is, also looking through friggin' Facebook and nothing stays. God forbid you hit the back button in the middle of it. All of a sudden, the post you were looking at is suddenly gone,
Yeah.
never to be seen again. And there's the Live Strong style.
Mm-hmm.
And it says again, type 2 diabetic in recessed lettering rather than raised lettering.
Right.
The 4-hole bracelets are so thin you really can't do a recess. Well, you can, but it doesn't show up very well.
Yeah, I like
Whereas
the raised.
the Live Strong is nice and thick, you can do a nice inset.
Right. But unfortunately, our small version of those Livestrong ones are actually still too big even for my wrists. Because apparently I have extra small wrists.
Now you can kind of see a little better.
Little better?
Yeah, you can kind of see the design there. I think. Maybe. I guess. Okay. Oh, yeah. You can kind of see what's going on there. But,
Gives you a good idea anyway.
that's what we got. So the TPU test was
Pretty
for the simple uh, objects came out really nice. For something more complex, like the Voronoi, I guess it's called, bracelets, those failed miserably. I don't know whether because I don't have my settings quite dialed in for the TPU or what.
Oh, is those funky bracelets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said the word, and I'm looking at the camera going, no idea what that was.
Give me a second. I can probably bring up one of them pictures too.
Yeah, I think I threw the last one out already.
Yeah, kind of.
It wasn't very pretty.
No, hideous. But I think I kind of went a little too complex on the first try.
Sometimes going simple and getting more difficult works a little better.
Here's what we're talking about with the here.
The mess.
It's quite nasty, and that's actually the better one. The one that really failed was really horrible.
Yeah. But you know what? I look at it this way. It's actually fun, even just to fail.
Yeah, like Drew on that number. Drew says, "Failure fuels success."
Exactly.
You learn from your mistakes and your failures, and you kind of go from there.
Yep. You know, and that, I mean, come on, how can you not laugh at that one? Aw, Mama wears her all the time.
Mom wants to know what's printing. Oh, since you were out
With
watching
the puppy.
Charlie, you missed the whole conversation.
But that's okay.
No.
She may not be the only one joining in the middle, so tell him again.
So, in the ender, we got another one of these trinket boxes printing. This time, the printing instead of upside down, upside right.
With a better
hopefully get
quality.
a better quality out of it.
Well, you're also printing at a better quality, too.
Printing at a higher resolution. And we resized the lip on the top so it shouldn't fit as tight. On my printer, I got a little Raspberry case printing for these little Raspberry computers, which I'm absolutely loving. I've got them all over the damn place.
Uh-huh.
See if I forgot a break button. Yeah, these old computers. They're awesome little machines. You know, this one's kind of got an infrared camera on it. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, but I'll do something with it. I got a couple of them.
That's the one we decided to put in the front of the house.
No, we're going to do a pan zoom tilt on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I got two Raspberry Pi 4s on the printers that run the printers. That's my Pi 3, the very first one I got that I've been tooling around. Then I got Pi 0s all over the house running all the cameras for all these things that you see, except for the ones on the printers, the 3D printers, and the ones actually on our computers that show us. You know, but like the Glowforge, we'll go to the Glowforge right quick. That's a Pi 0. I think that one needs to be kind of tweaked a little bit. It's running a little on the slow side. It might not have the FPS set up high enough. So let me just double check. And then the studio. The studio has a Pi 0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's running at 30 FPS. Got all the services turned off.
Okay, so would you mind putting the camera over here for a second?
Which one?
To me.
Which one? The full cam or the Nikon? Full cam.
Okay, so for those of you that weren't here before, the trinket box that's in my printer into the Ender at the moment is this right here, which I have been working on and painting. This is the extreme rough draft because the inside didn't really support very well, so I had to cut out some stringing, so it's really rough on the inside. And the lid is a little too snug, so he had to resize the lip inside a little bit. But I'm still using this one as kind of, you know, my test out paints, kind of see what I wanted to do with it all, that kind of thing. So this one, see here, the bottom is still wet. But if you look on the inside, I don't know how well you can see how rough that inside looks.
Yeah. I think I'm going to move some cams around a little bit to,
Try to get better pictures.
yeah, a little higher, and that, because that's just a little 1 megapixel cam.
Yeah, and then this is the top. Now, of course, all of these, I do the base color, the black that you're seeing on all my trinket boxes. Yeah, prime example is a brushed metal acrylic paint that I use. Okay, this is the first one that is truly finished, even though this is still considered a rough draft for me as well. Partially because there is some stringing. If you look, you know, kind of in the center of her arms a little bit and around the broom, there is some stringing, and the broom top broke. Her broom is actually supposed to be almost as tall up to her hat. And that part broke, which we fixed that error. That's now has 100% infill, so that's now nice and strong. But she was my first completed rough draft, and she's mine. I put all my energy into her. And I keep in here, and she houses a single quartz in here. And the reason I keep a single quartz in there is because with this trinket box, a lot of times if I'm staining or things like that, I'll take off my rings and throw them in. And my quartz kind of helps cleanse my jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, put her on a little backwards. And yes, this lid is very tight as well. But like I said, it was another one of the rough drafts, but it was the best of the rough drafts. And that's why I went ahead and painted it, and I actually put crystals. This has howlite in it, which is great for negativity and anger and things like that. Hence the reason why it's in here.
Trying to say something there, baby?
Yeah, the last few weeks I've kind of needed it.
You kind of needed it?
Okay, we've both kind of needed it. There's kind of howlite kind of scattered throughout the house right now. But yeah, so this is what I used. Okay, it's just a simple black brushed metal paint, acrylic paint. Okay, and on this one I have, let's see. Yeah, that's just the brushed silver. Again, I used all brushed metals on this particular design. All right, so the moon is done with the brushed silver. The lettering is done with the brushed rose gold. Okay. Right now I gotta set them upside down because they're still drying.
Mm-hmm.
And then, let's see. And then, of course, I've got a new clock design in the Glowforge at the moment on a draft piece of wood. This isn't a production piece of wood. So, you know, this is only the 3mm just for me to test everything out and make sure everything goes okay. And this just has a beautiful moon phase design for it. There's literally nothing else on there. It's just the moon phases. So when I put the clock mechanism on there, each moon phase represents a number. Yeah. There are 12 of them. Yes. I did good. Well, I mean, if you want to get technical, there's 6 of them.
Yeah, they're just repeated for the.
The opposite side, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, are you able to show off my screen?
Your screen? Yeah, give me 1 second.
That's fine. I just want to show them kind of what I did for the clock. Yeah, we're still connecting everything back.
Yeah, like I said, everything was really screwed up on the network and whatnot, and we're still fixing things.
Okay, so that's how I did the design, and I know it looks a little oblong on this probably y'all screen, but that's only because the camera stretched a little bit. It is an actual circle.
You see the circle now.
Yeah. And as you can see how long it's going to take.
Another hour and 44 minutes.
Yeah, it is a 2 hour and 15-minute print. Now, once it's done etching the moon phases, it will cut the clock out itself and the little hole in the center. And I will test out a mechanism. 1, to make sure the mechanism is working properly, and 2, to make sure everything fits properly so I can do a production version. Now, this wood in particular that I'm using, it's still a birch wood, but it's only 3 millimeters thick, and the other side of it is actually stained.
Oh, that one was just a spare one we had running around.
Yeah, but I didn't want the dark walnut stain on this clock. I actually want a gray stain on it. So I just flipped it over and did it on this. And when I do which I'll probably do tomorrow night, if that's okay, I'll do the production version. Now actually I can start it tonight because I got to do the staining first.
Yeah, do the stain first, and then when you burn it, you get that nice look.
Yeah. And what I'm going to do with this particular clock is I am going to be mixing some of my selenite powder in with the stain. Okay, and the reason I'm going to do that is because in each one of these phases of the moon, I am going to put a crystal.
You're gonna do what again?
Yeah,
Buy me one more time.
I was waiting for him to catch that. Okay, so inside each one of the insets for these moons, this is the reason I chose this particular design for the phases, is because you see how they're solid, it actually engraves that full solid piece. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, inside that engraving, I am going to be putting a few crystal chips.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And in this particular one, for the very first production one, which is actually going to be my display model, I'm going to be using moonstone. Okay, just because I can. So there will be crystal chips inside of these phases. So this particular model of the clock, unfortunately, will not be a cheap one.
No. Can you mix your moon water in with your either your paints or your polys or something?
I can mix the moon water in with the gel stains, but not in with the oil stains.
Oil.
Right. So if I was doing it in the turquoise or the purple, I could thin them out with the moon water. Okay. Which, speaking of which, let me grab something really quick. I'll be right back. Hey, sweet boy, what you doing? You gonna follow Mama?
He'll follow anybody everywhere.
No, he follows me everywhere.
He's a dumb dog.
50% of the time, if you walk out of the room, he's not following.
Uh-huh. This current music kind of really sucks. Of course, you can't use real music because right licensing and all that crap. Echo. Echo. Stop. Oh, what the hell is going on?
Okay. Give me just a minute. Let me spray this down really quick. Wrong bottle.
What are you doing?
I'm just spraying this down with my polish.
With Polly?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Actually, it's not poly. This is just a clear.
Waiting for you.
All right, hold on.
Anybody's sitting here watching me stuff my face with candy.
I actually didn't want to do a poly on this one because it's bound to get wet every now and then.
Ooh, it stinks.
Yeah. Yeah, because we did go out and get new poly. Because if you remember the last time I tried to use the poly, check it out.
Look. Go. Come on. Let's go.
It barely moves. There's one air bubble in there that barely moves.
Thicker than shampoo.
Yeah. So, that's what happened to my old jar of poly. So, we went out and we got a small container that shakes all nice and thin. No bug. You're very insistent tonight. What's going on?
He smells the piece of egg that I dropped on the floor.
Go. Come on, go. Go, go. Come on. Come on. He's so. I know. Hold down a little while. Okay. So, babe, can you turn on storage for me?
Echo. Turn on storage.
Okay, you.
Park around over there for something.
Crystal chips.
Box of rocks.
Yeah, my box of rocks. This place two really heavy totes of rocks. Okay. All right. I'm gonna move this temporarily. Whoops. see here. Okay, so in this first one,
Hey, I'm not supposed to fly into that one.
okay. So in this first one, we have carnelian, garnet, aquamarine. I love the aquamarine. It's absolutely gorgeous. Check this out. Aren't those beautiful? And of course, howlite and black obsidian. This one isn't full. I haven't gotten this one full yet. But this next one very much is. Okay, so in this one, we have rose quartz, regular quartz, tiger's eye, rainbow tourmaline, black tourmaline. Yeah, he probably does, Mom. Labradorite, lapis, which, again, this is another one of my favorites. I love this stone. Isn't that gorgeous? Amethyst, moonstone, and sunstone. Now, again, I just think they're all my favorites. I love crystals. But, okay, there was a reason for this. Okay, let me see. Can you put it on the Nikon for me?
What?
Nikon?
1 second.
Okay. I can get that to zoom out a little bit. There we go. Okay. So switch hands. There we go. Okay, so these are actual moonstone chips.
And I'm dropping one.
And this is what's going to go in the clock that I'm currently working on. As you can see, there's all different shapes and sizes. And of course, I pick through and put the ones that will, fit in there the best and make it flush. So it's not going to look like it's just, one color throughout the entire thing, because moonstone doesn't do that. Well, at least not these anyway. But, okay.
I'm gonna have to cancel the print because it's really split up.
Okay, yeah, we thought that might happen. Okay, well, I'm gonna go put these back.
If you want to redo that bed, I can
Start a different one?
start another one.
Okay, no problem.
You can see up there in the corner, or in the lower corner, with sports all screwed up on that print, so she's gonna change out the bed and we'll redo it. Uh, oh, excuse me. Yeah, she's still loading up the bed. Oh, there we go. Talk about ready to start again. Let's retry this one more time. Well, we'll see.
And if you're wondering about what the talking in the background is, cam operator.
Check it out. I got a nice little oval.
I don't know
Gives
what
me an
I'll
idea
do.
for business cards.
Oh, damn, yeah. That'd actually be kind of neat.
And that's from what? The top? The bottom of the top?
Yes,
This piece?
yes.
What you flirting with over there? Yeah, we'll look quiet. We're not as loud as we used to be. We're still a little fried.
Yeah.
The past events, so we're still catching up to speed. What you missing out?
This was for you,
Okay.
but there was something else I was gonna do, and I'm trying to remember. Oh, okay. 1 second.
Messing with something. There she goes again. She's wandering around doing something. I am going to attempt to find something on Thingiverse right quick. Use one of our next deals that she wants to mess with.
Okay, so what I am currently doing
Hmm.
is I am testing out the suggestion that Sonia had.
Oh, mixing a bit of moon water into something?
Mm-hmm. So, staining. And if you're curious on which moon this moon water is from, it's actually from the Samhain moon.
From Halloween.
Yes. And yes, I know I said it wrong again.
Are you supposed to say it?
So when,
Huh?
yeah, that's the proper pronunciation for it. It's spelled Samhain, so that's how everybody pronounces it, but that's not the proper pronunciation.
I think maybe I used too much water.
Which part? Now it's too thin?
But I don't know. There's no exact recipe for this, so. Even though it does say on the bottle you can mix it with water. But it doesn't exactly say how much water to mix it with.
Doesn't give you the ratios?
No. So, we'll see how this goes. Just gotta get it out from between my fingers now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm also going to be putting just a tiny bit of this here. And in case you're wondering what this is, the powder that I'm adding to this, that's my selenite powder. Now, no, I don't buy it like that. I grind it up with a mortar and pestle all on my own. Because it's all about intent. See how we do. And I'll grab the regular one too, the one without the water, so you can see that. Okay, I can handle that. Hold on, I'll grab the other one. But he kind of threw all my shit on the shelf over there. Oh, nothing, dear. Okay. Huh. Check this out. Well, it's the same stain, just one's mixed with a little bit of water. But look at the color difference.
Yes.
That's kind of trippy. And it may be a little bit different once it fully soaks into the wood.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Oh, excuse me. Not that they can really see.
Oh, what are you looking?
Hold on. Can't bring it down anymore.
You gotta loosen it.
Damn it. I was just gonna move stuff. You're wondering what he's damaging? Because he tripped over the dog. There we go. Yeah. Puts it right in the work area. Whoa, it's really big.
What are you messing with?
Nothing.
Well, do what you gotta do.
Well, that's it. I just wanted to show them the color difference.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is the original one without it having any water added to it. And this is the one that is has just a bit of water to it. As you can see, there's quite a bit of difference there. Which is more drastic on that particular camera. Let me pop it back up to that one. That's the right way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just so they can see the color difference.
Mm-hmm.
I know! It does, Mama.
Looks teal.
Yeah. Now I'm going to do the same with the purple. After I clean out my little mixing container here. Clean off my knife. Okay. Let's see.
We didn't have dinner lunch tonight yet, did we?
No, I was going to wait till after school. We had a late lunch, so.
Well, I can't eat after a certain time tonight.
Yeah.
Probably within the next hour.
You can't eat after midnight.
That was with the original lab appointment.
No, she said as long as, she goes, even if we get there at 10 a.m.,
Mm-hmm.
as long as you don't eat after midnight, you're good.
Okay.
But no candy or anything like that after 10 p.m.
Damn.
No sweets.
You really know how to ruin a person's day.
Right? If you haven't figured it out, he's fasting tonight. Well, he's going to be fasting tonight. He's got doctor's and lab work tomorrow.
Mhm. Stop. Cancel. Home. Stop music. Home. I.
Again, just a little bit of selenite powder. Right. Okay. That should be good. Normally I wear gloves when I'm working with stain, but I don't want to deal with them right now. Okay, so with the purple, it actually really didn't change the color, just the thickness, which is I actually really like. I think it actually came out really pretty. Just a minute and I'll show you guys. I just want to clean this out because if I don't, purple will have a hard time coming out. Purple doesn't wash off as easy. Sorry, my brush water is just a little bit of Dawn. I got multicolored fingers.
Multicolored fingers.
Check it out. Okay. So the purple, check it out. Not much different.
A little bit lighter, but not much.
Yeah, the color stayed relatively the same. It just allowed the wood grain to show through a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Which I really love. I think that's gorgeous. Yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 stands. And that's not including these two.
Mm-hmm.
Because these are technically the same stain, just a lighter version. Okay. And I keep telling you guys, you know, because of my trinket box, I keep showing you guys my trinket box and saying, her broom is broken. You know, but I'm not, I haven't shown you guys one that the broom isn't broken. This is one where the broom's not broken. Well, actually it is broken, but it's still on there. Hey. But you see how tall the broom is? Yeah. And like I said, it actually is broken. But it's still attached, so I don't mess with it. Again, this was one of the rough drafts that we had done. This one wasn't even for a trinket box when we printed this one out. As you can tell, it doesn't even have a lip on the bottom.
I don't know, it's just
This was a tester.
very first round. I think that was done on the Dremel.
Yeah, but that's why it has that glop at the bottom. There's a whole ring around the bottom of it. Just kind of glopped on there. But for what she was, for the initial test print, she actually came out really well. And that's how we started to figure out, okay, there's a weak spot over here. You know, and we kept raising the infill higher and higher and higher.
The thing is, on the Dremel, there was no setting up.
Right, but once
I got into the Prusa slicer, I was able to print the main body weaker or less infill, and then the broom at 100% infill, so I could use less filament throughout.
Right. So what I'm thinking is if we can get one of these, you know, the oval trinket boxes to print out fairly, you know, good, then I may print out an actual production version of this tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Because I still do not have a production version.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to do a production
You gotta
one.
choose the filament that you want out of production.
Just
That cool white?
no, because the purse is having issues with that at the moment. Just
Not the Prusa, the Ender.
the Ender's having issues with that at the moment. So just a basic white, just plain
I
white.
don't have any whites in here.
Well,
They've all been used up.
that's what I need for my trinket boxes. And I got that cool white specifically for them. We may have to print them over here on the Prusa.
It's warm in here. That's our fucking heater again.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you picking your nose?
Actually, no, it's scratching the side of it.
Uh-huh.
Right here.
Picking your nose.
You're the one that picks your nose. Okay, now they can see that I'm not picking my nose.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, we're kind of boring tonight, I know. We're just, still trying to get in the swing of things. We didn't want to go another day without streaming anything
Yeah.
or a half-ass update.
Hey, you know what? At least it was something.
I know.
It showed them we are working on this. See, we can at least get a little bit out. How's she doing on this one?
So far, so good.
Yeah? The support came out okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe it was just a glitch. Or maybe it was the fact that the hairspray was sitting on there too long before the print started.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't adhere in that one spot.
Mm-hmm.
So it flopped up. Oh, do I need to go in there and...
No, it's printing the little ends of the feet. So rather than printing up, you get these little tiny specks where the tip of the feet are, and they get bigger and bigger. I had to zoom in to see that it actually printed something.
Okay. I think this would make an awesome freaking business card.
Mm-hmm. Where's my calipers? Let me see my calipers.
Yes, I'm still running around in my slippers. I'm in my house.
My pajamas still, you kidding?
Well, so am I. All I did was tuck the front of my pajama into my pants so it doesn't hang down below my knees. Although technically I bought this as a dress. This is actually a dress.
Mm.
I wear it as a nightshirt.
Mm.
Every once in a while I'll wear it, with a belt so it kind of doesn't look so frumpy.
Frumpy?
Yeah, when you wear it as a dress without any accoutrements or anything, it looks very frumpy.
Hmm.
Okay, Mom.
Where's she going?
She
She's
is...
abandonning us now?
Yeah, she's getting ready for her foodless weekend.
Foodless?
Yes, liquid diet. Ooh, Jello. Jello's good. Well, strawberry Jello, cherry Jello. Those are good. And sometimes even orange. No lime. No. Nice. Now, considering I don't have any at the moment.
Stuff.
Haven't installed Sacramento yet.
Sacramento or any of the fonts.
Mm. Voyager. Wow. So there's a total of 60 fonts?
Mm-hmm. Let's do that one, so 58 fonts. The two just failed.
No.
57. 6.
$55.
Oh, that was a duplicate. $55 fonts.
And you may have to close out. Jeez, we still have the design for our Vista house.
Mm-hmm.
We built our dream home by scratch in 3DS.
Not 3D. Well, in 3DS and then
And then
Revit. How's your clock coming? Still cranking away?
yep.
Everything's still cranking. What do you want on there?
Can you arc it?
What do you mean arc it? I can bend it, but it's easier to bend it when I'm done with the before I convert it.
Nicole Thomas? Trey, do you have Lucida calligraphy on there?
That's a standard font, yeah.
Yeah. Do the rest of it in that font.
That's really big. Smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Smaller.
More?
A little smaller. Yeah. There you go.
Okay, you could probably just add to that text. Just hit enter.
Give me a second. It's running like much with everything I got going on in the machine right now.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Yeah, just go back to that one. Hit enter in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say put the phone number, but I don't have one at the moment. It's end on my, but I need to change that, don't I?
It's either or.
Let's put the web address on the right too.
That's about right.
Yeah. Now, of course, the first of the month, it'll be a little bit different. There'll be a phone number and a fax number added to that.
That's what it looks like so far.
Good so far. I like it.
And you wanted this curve.
Yeah, if you can, kind of go with the curve of the card.
More?
Yeah.
No, just bring it up a little. Yeah, that's perfect.
Like that.
Yeah. It's pretty.
Yes. Horse.
Can you convert it first? Maybe that's part of the problem? No? Okay.
It's just no more consistency in programming anymore. The last version of the program doesn't work in the current version of the program.
No, why don't we try one for you? You might be able to do it with your plant.
Trying to do it with insect, but I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I kind of like um, the hell's the word I'm looking for?
Distribute.
Yeah.
How's your clock coming?
Good.
Yeah. No. I know, we're boring today, tonight, tomorrow, we're just boring. Oh, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm starting to get tired.
Me too. I'm hungry too. We want to cut this one down and kind of call it a night, or do you want to? Well, we've been going for almost 2 hours. We normally do a 5 hour, but that's when we really got things going.
Yeah, that's when we're in the swing of things.
Yeah, after messing with stuff and fixing things, being discombobulated, we're not all that fired up today. Well, we are, but we're usually a lot crazier than we are today.
Yeah, we're a lot more subdued.
Yeah, we're just we're tired and worn out. But we can call it a night. Just short of 2 hours. It's up to you, baby.
Yeah, because we don't need to sit here and be all quiet so they're all just staring at us and watching prints.
All right, so I guess we're gonna call it bye-bye for now.
Now I'm going to figure out what to make for dinner.
Yeah.
Nope, I know what to make for dinner.
Yeah.
Subs.
Subs. Yeah, of course. We have no followers, no nothing.
Where's me?
Huh?
Oh, that's
You're
because
not
I didn't
you're
pull
not
it up.
You're not logged on.
It's like, wait a minute, normally I'm up there.
Because you're not logged on.
I forgot.
All right, so I guess we're calling it night.
Yep.
So we'll probably see you tomorrow for Friday Night Lights. I guess we got a couple of things going. These two projects should be done, and the printer should be done by then. You should have something going with your moon clock. So it should be a little more exciting tomorrow. Depending on how the VA treats me during the day.
Yeah. Yeah, so be prepared, if because absolute worst case scenario, if things go really bad tomorrow, we may not be back till Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll try. We may do a Saturday stream. I don't know, but
We'll see.
I gotta deal with people tomorrow in the VA, and then we gotta go to the store and deal with that, and it's just crazy. But anyhow, we will see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Time.
That's
Friday
the
Night
plan.
Lights.
That's the plan.
All right, later, y'all.
Bye. Blessed be.